So that was cool to see.
It was Richie Grant. Richie Grant was the head coach when I was
So he
there.
was before Richard Mulroney. Because Richard Mulroney. A matchup of two expansion franchises, both looking for their first win. It's Memphis 901 FC and Loudoun United coming up next. Good evening and welcome inside a chilly AutoZone Park as we get set for action between Memphis 901 FC and Loudoun United, two squads still looking for their first victory in their opening USL season. I'm Tyler Springs alongside JJ Greer. Great to be with you this evening from the Bluff City. JJ, you got to watch this 901 side last week. They came away shorthanded, a 1-0 defeat at the hands of Tampa Bay. A bit discouraging.
Yeah, Tyler, a bit discouraging. The result was unfortunate, but the Bluff City Mafia and all the fans of soccer in Memphis really had a great night. They'll be looking to see their team win tonight.
Looking forward to a good one tonight, and one of the players to watch for Loudoun United will be Kyle Murphy, the forward, who will try to help Loudoun United score their first goal as a franchise.
Yeah, Kyle Murphy is a very hard-nosed, experienced player. He'll be looking to lead Loudoun United from the front line with his physical presence.
And on the 901 side, goalkeeper Jeff Caldwell was important to their defensive effort last week, and he should be key again.
Yeah, Jeff Caldwell made a few amazing saves last week against the Tampa Bay Rowdies. He'll be looking to lead his team from the back line once again.
Bluff City Mafia getting ready for this one. It's Memphis 901 FC and Loudoun United coming your way next. Welcome back to AutoZone Park, moments away from Memphis 901 FC and Loudoun United here in downtown Memphis. The lineups for the visiting side, Loudoun United FC, a bit of a change from their previous match against Nashville SC, JJ. They go with some younger players.
Absolutely. They have Palazzo there in the middle and Bustamante, and also Griffin Yao in the midfield. A couple of changes to try to spark something going forward for Loudoun United.
And on the opposite side for head coach Tim Mulqueen, Memphis comes out with the same lineup they had last week, showing good confidence in his guys.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I think this is a good decision by Coach Tim Mulqueen. Really, it was unfortunate to give up that goal so early on, but the rest of the game was a really solid performance.
Richie Williams, the coach for the Loudoun United side, a former DC United midfielder and previous assistant coach for the national team. He'll be facing off tonight with Mulqueen, and a guy who's only been on the job 6 weeks.
He's only been on the job 6 weeks, but he's a very experienced coach. He's been around high-level players. He'll know exactly what to do and how to handle these situations going forward.
And the home team coach, Tim Mulqueen, you know, of course, his relationship runs deep with Park team owner Tim Howard, and a guy who coached goalies throughout his career, including for the U.S. men's national team back in the mid-2000s. Looking forward to a great one here. Hopefully Mulqueen has sprinkled the right words in the ear of Jeff Caldwell, and he can come away with a clean sheet for this one. Our referee for tonight, Matt Franz, who 2 seasons ago refereed the NWSL championship match. He's got a little bit of pro experience under his belt. We are looking forward to a good one. Hopefully Franz doesn't have to get in the middle of too many fracases this evening. 901 comes out in their navy blues, emblazoned with Terminix across the front. Loudoun United comes out in red, a change from their black uniforms last week against Nashville SC. Bluff City Mafia standing atop the third base dugout here at AutoZone Park, the home of the Memphis Redbirds during baseball season, which is just around the corner. But now a new tenant, and lots of fans excited about it. And we are underway. The rubber meets the road here in Memphis as these two sides look for their first victory in USL play. Memphis, of course, handed a 1-0 defeat at the hands of Tampa Bay last week. Nashville SC closed in the second half on Loudoun United, winning 2-0 in that contest. Mark Birch trying to push ahead early on for Rashawn Dolly, out for a throw.
Yeah, Tyler, last week, 901 FC started off playing a really direct style of play. They're pumping a lot of balls forward into Elliott Collier. It looks like they're trying to work the ball a little bit more now around going through the midfield and out to Rashawn Dolly there.
Birch, a longer play ahead. Here's Collier. And a whistle will send it the other way. Neither one of these teams has scored a goal yet in USL play. Memphis did have their chances last week. Though 5 of their 8 shots came from outside the box, they only put 1 on goal.
Yeah, they'll be looking to put more shots on goal. Hopefully whip more balls in to the box so that Elliott Collier can get on the end of some of those crosses.
Pratzner will chase it down behind and slide it back to the safety of Caldwell. Here's Dan Metzger in the midfield. And Ward will head it back to Callie Brown. Brown and Caldwell, teammates for a year at the University of Virginia. It was a good year as the Cavaliers went on to win the College Cup, with Brown between the pipes as the starter and Caldwell the backup. Now they get to face each other in the professional ranks. Only the second professional game for Memphis keeper Jeff Caldwell. Here's Dwayne Maquette.
Good spell of possession here for 901 FC. They'll be looking to dominate Loudoun United in that facet of the game.
Birch. Here's a run. Najem. Not quite there as Metzger was tackled close. It'll go out for a corner.
You can see early on Mark Birch playing those really silky left-footed balls up to those attacking players going forward. Not just balls pumped in. These balls are laser guided into the path of Dan Metzger and Elliot Collier and all those other attacking players attacking forward.
And now Adam Najem from the corner, bending far post.
Great ball there by Adam Najem, in-swinging ball, placed right on top of the 6-yard box.
Loose inside for a moment. Metzger trying to keep it in the final third.
Strong tackle there from Wesley. Or no, that's Dan Metzger. That's what you want to see from your experienced midfield general.
Dolly wants to turn. Najem trying to feed him, couldn't get it through.
That's what you want to see. You want to see Adam Najem as the number 10 in there, getting on the ball, having time, driving at players, trying to slip guys forward.
Birch. Muckett. Dwayne Muckett. To the middle. Dolly. Too many in his way.
Yeah, you would have liked to see Tristan Hodge maybe hold up his run there, but he's eager to get forward, but he actually drew in another defender on that run there. It might have clogged up the 6-yard box there for Rashawn Dolly.
Memphis will push it out of play, give things time to reset. That was Kyle Murphy hurtling through the barricade. You ever been through a wall that way?
I have not, and I would not want to try that.
Soccer players not well padded for that kind of action, I imagine. Dewey from the back trying to get things started for Loudoun United FC out of Leesburg, Virginia. One of 9 teams directly owned and controlled by a Major League Soccer affiliate. Loudoun controlled by DC United. Forward for Murphy. Good defense and a read by Birch.
This is better from Loudoun United. Getting Kyle Murphy on that ball. Good hold-up play. Passes it back to his center midfielder.
Bustamante. Murphy with a chip, and Caldwell off his line to snare it.
You can see what Murphy was doing there. He was looking to chip that ball into Connor Presley. Much better spell of possession from Loudoun United.
Caldwell with some indecision. Will feed Pratzner. 901 looking to push from the back. Bustamante with control. Presley. A try, well wide.
Not the best giveaway there by Dan Metzger in the middle of the field. Allowed Bustamante to really drive forward, laid that ball off to Presley. Unfortunately, Presley could not put that ball on target.
Loudoun won 65% of their aerials in their match against Nashville SC, but never quite came away with a tally on the scoreboard. Still searching offensively. Played back to Caldwell. Birch seems like he has the reins early on.
Yeah, Mark Birch is really pulling the strings back there. He's dialed in. He's already played a few 40-yard diagonal balls right on the money. Be looking to see him continue that throughout this match.
Possession taken away in the midfield. That's Griffin Yao battling for United. And 901 trying to take it back from the 16-year-old. First start for Griffin Yao on the Loudoun United side.
Great entry pass there from Adam Najem.
Now Collier. Played in and headed away.
Not a bad idea there. Wesley Sharpie driving forward, looking to whip that ball in the box. You'd like to see Elliot Collier stay within the width of the 18, but decent hold-up play there.
Pratzner switching sides. All the way to Hodge.
See Tristan Hodge there going full Under Armour and gloves there. The TNT native not so accustomed to this cooler Memphis weather.
Marquette giving chase on the right side. The gem. And booted clear by Pines.
Good idea there from Dwayne Marquette, trying to catch the Loudoun center back there on the half turn, but unfortunately couldn't control that ball.
At center back for Loudoun, first-year player Donovan Pines. Dolly, not there. But a chance now for the 901.
Really good ball there from Adam Najim. Just kind of whipped in a little ball there to Rashawn Dolly. Rashawn Dolly took it off his chest. Good defensive play there by the Loudoun United defender.
Marquette sets up closest to the goal mouth.
Another in-swinging ball there. Great clearance by Kyle Murphy.
Yao, a long run. And finally, Birch able to intercede.
Strong run there by Griffin Yao to relieve some pressure from his team. Drive the ball forward, cleared out by Mark Birch.
Griffin Yao, 5'7", 135 pounds, 16 years old. You heard that right. And he looks every bit of it. Does he drive himself to practice? I wonder.
That's a good question. 16, you can get your license. I'm sure he does.
Memphis will play it out through the touchline. Throw coming in from Douay, former West Virginia Mountaineer. Collier. Metzger. Sharpie. Collier with a turn. Can he get loose? No.
Strong hold-up play there by Elliott Collier. Twisting and turning, had his man on his back, faced him up, drove toward the end line, was able to win his team a corner kick.
Memphis' third corner, and we're only 10 minutes in. Good side for the 901 as Birch sets it up.
Be looking for an in-swinging corner kick on Mark Birch's sweet left foot.
Headed clear for a moment. Will there be a second chance? Hodge, nice header to keep it in. And here's Brown to collect. Pines, back to Brown. Indecision.
Good pressure here from 901 FC. Oh.
And now that's going to cost Dolly.
Good pressure there from 901 FC. You saw Callie Brown dwell on the ball a little bit too long there. Put his center back, Donovan Pines, under pressure. Unfortunately, 901 FC bails out Loudoun United with the foul.
Pines will leave it for Brown.
That's what you want to see from 901 FC. Bait Callie Brown to make plays with his feet. I'm not sure if he's so comfortable doing that. And push forward and try to nick the ball off of the Loudoun United defense.
Brown had a bit of a rough week last time out. Both the goals scored by Nashville SC last week could have been interpreted as Brown maybe having a hiccup.
Yeah, so if you're 901 FC, you want to capitalize off that. You want to test Brown early to see where his mindset is, see where his mentality is at. Test him early, put shots on goal, force him to make saves.
Loudoun with possession is Antonio Bustamante. And on the challenge, a whistle. This will be a kick set up for Loudoun United in close quarters.
Yeah, not the smartest foul there by Dwayne Marquette. As you can see, there's 4 901 FC defenders surrounding Bustamante. Unfortunately, gives him a little kick. Bustamante feels the contact and goes down. This is a dangerous free kick right here for Loudoun United.
Here is Antonio Bustamante, former member of the William and Mary tribe. Will it be he or Yao? Bustamante bends one. Too far.
Yeah, that's a chance wasted right there by Loudoun United. Bustamante did well to draw the foul, but unfortunately puts this ball out of play.
Birch, a little too far on the angle. Douay's throw, nearly taken away. Here's Muckett, trying to find Collier, couldn't connect.
Yeah, you'd like to see Muckett get his foot underneath that ball, wrap his foot around it, get those balls higher up in the air for the big frame of Elliot Collier.
Tim Mulqueen directing traffic in front of the bench. Looking for the elusive first goal. Sharpie played on. Dolly right there, couldn't close.
Good ball there by Wes Sharpie to whip it into the box.
One point that Tim Mulqueen mentioned about last week's match. 901 could have been stronger on offense right in front of goal. Something they've worked on this week.
I think you can see how 901 FC wants to play, and it's what I kind of saw last week. Tristan Hodge and Wes Sharpie are two very strong fullbacks. If they can drive forward, look for them to get forward and really whip balls into the box into Elliot Collier and Rashawn Dolly and those other players driving into the box.
Pratzner. A bit of danger for a moment, but played away. Metzger. And Sharpie plays ahead. Denied. Hawkins right there. What about this?
Here we go.
Dolly. No.
Save. Fantastic save there from Callie Brown. Kept his team in the game with that save. Great run. Great pass by Adam Najim. Who's going to get that first 901 FC goal?
It's anybody's to take right now. Callie Brown just barely able to keep Rashawn Dowling out of the history books.
If you're Loudoun United, that's a great sign that Callie Brown is into this game. He's making saves early. That'll boost his confidence and have him forget about last week's performance.
Dolly will chase it down. Patience from Birch.
If you're head coach Tim Mulqueen for 901 FC, you got to be pleased with these first 15 minutes, or excuse me, first 17 minutes of gameplay so far. You've dominated possession. You've had chances. Much better start than last week against Tampa Bay Rowdies.
Najim could not sneak up on Douay there. Muckett Looking to make it happen. Bent in, but the deflection plays right to Brown.
You see Elliott Collier hanging out around the corner of the 18. I'd like to see him get in the box more, give his outside backs, give his wingers a target to whip in balls to.
Brown plays it down the right side. Looking for Presley.
Great tackle there by Mark Birch. Saved his team some trouble.
Just a bit too much on it. Intended for Collier.
Look at Tristan Hodge bombing forward. Love to see that from your outside back.
Hodge, one of 3 Trinidad natives, will play for the national side coming up this week. More on that at halftime.
Great ball there from Wes Sharpie.
Muckett. Can't find the destination, but another chance from the corner for 901.
Good sequence of events there. Wes Sharpie with a tricky ball down the line to Dwayne Muckett. Muckett did the best he could to get that ball into the 6-yard box, but a good play by the Loudoun United left back.
Hodge. Grandison with a huge blow, but blocked. Gow on the counter, and the flag goes up.
Grandison made great contact on that play right there on the volley. Good tackle by Akeem Ward to save Kelly Brown a bit of trouble.
Dolly. Ward. Presley dispossessed. Collier couldn't clear the final hurdle. Metzger irate with Matt Franz, the referee. Won't get much of his time there. Bustamante. Lose it in the midfield. Not related to Antonio Bustamante. They're both from Virginia. Both young players. And that is an emphasis for this Loudoun United side. Lots of players in their teens. Something that Memphis 901 cannot say. Metzger on the control.
Really calm defending there from Wes Sharpie. Was put under a bit of pressure by Griffin Yao, but kept his cool, made a few Cruyff turns, made a couple moves, waited till the pressure was leaving, played it back to his goalkeeper, Jeff Caldwell.
Pratzner able to deflect and get in the way of Kyle Murphy.
Bit of confusion there between Pratzner and Metzger in the middle there. Some of the growing pains of being an expansive franchise in your second week.
Does it look smoother to you?
It looks a lot smoother to me, Tyler. I feel like there's a lot better ideas going forward. They're working the ball around. It doesn't help that Loudoun United is another expansion franchise with some younger kids out there. Not quite as, I don't want to say strong, but not quite as experienced a team as the Tampa Bay Rowdies. But overall, much smoother performance so far.
Grandison trying to pull clear of Presley. That's gets through the touchline.
You see Elliott Collier really wandering all over the field. He wants to get on the ball. He wants to be involved. Him and Rashawn Dolly are interchanging positions quite a bit in this first half.
Dolly's had one good chance already. Akeem Ward working deep into the final third. A chance for Murphy goes wide.
Kyle Murphy there trying to create for his team. Turns onto his left foot. Can't put that shot on target, but that's what you want to see from your target forward if you're Loudoun United.
Here is Caldwell, 2 saves last week. Sharpie surveying. Pratzner, a long one ahead. Pines able to misplay it, but all the way back to Brown.
Yeah, I think that misplay, I think that was actually a planned move right there. Really smart play by Donovan Pines to let that skim off the back of his head so his goalkeeper, Callie Brown, could pick it up.
Najem taken down. And this might be a booking. Card 1 of the match. Noah Pilato.
Wow. Very high challenge there. Great play by Adam Najem to steal that ball. Really high tackle there. I think that's definitely deserving of a yellow card. If you're Adam Najem, you want to, and if you're 901 FC, you want to see Adam Najem stay healthy so that he's available for his national team call-up.
Najem to be called up by the Afghan national side for a tournament coming up in Malaysia. More on that coming your way at halftime. Good opportunity here for Mark Birch.
In-swinging left-footed ball here. Great ball.
Punched out by Brown. Najem right there on the doorstep. And Pines able to shepherd it to safety.
Really teasing left-footed in-swinging ball by Mark Birch right there. Played right on top of the 6-yard box. Excellent diving save by Callie Brown to keep his team all square here.
And now Yao. Angling in. Didn't have enough room or help.
Great ball there by Wes Sharpie.
Here goes Dolly. Dolly gets clear. Deflected. Wide of the goal mouth.
Dolly's been very busy, very active so far in this first half. As you can see the replay here, in-swinging ball by Mark Birch.
Najem right there.
That's a goal-saving tackle there, right there by Pilato.
No goals for Memphis, no goals for Loudoun in either their first match or the first 27 minutes tonight.
If you're 901 FC, you have to be pleased with these first 26 minutes. Very positive play, very attacking style, while really limiting Loudoun United's chances.
Sharpie, a little tangled up.
Good battle there between Wes Sharpie and Griffin Yao. I think Wes Sharpie's winning that battle so far in this first half.
Hodge making a move. Dolly. Rashawn Dolly.
Smart play by Donovan Pines right there. Could have cleared that ball out, but elected to play it short to his holding midfielder.
Prassner will play it all the way back.
Another good battle on this left-hand side of the field. Rashawn Dolly running at Akeem Ward. Akeem Ward has held his own, not letting Rashawn Dolly just get the run of the play completely.
Ward giving up quite the size disadvantage against Dolly. Bustamante wants something for Loudoun United. And Yao. Chipped on. Hodge there to oversee it.
Smart play from Trishan Hodge there to let that ball run out of bounds for a goal kick.
Both these teams vying to become the first expansion franchise with a win in USL play this year. Expansion franchises 0-5-2 on the opening weekend. Yao turns, wants to go.
This is better from Loudoun United.
Ward. Presley. Back to the safety of Pilato. And dispossessed. Long run for Collier, not going to get there. Loudoun with control. Pilato already carded once today. And Pines, who's been in the center of everything, gives way to Bustamante.
This game's starting to settle down now. Loudoun United is starting to find more of the ball, having some better ideas, really working the ball around to get that possession up.
Murphy will send it out to Yao. The top of the 18. Yao strikes. This one will
Wow.
fall.
Wow.
Griffin Yao, a partly deflected shot. And Loudoun United's first goal in franchise history goes to a 16-year-old.
Griffin Yao's been really impressive so far in this first half. Not fazed by the bright lights at all. Driving at Wes Sharpie all game. Finally sees an opening, takes a shot, gets the deflection into the back of the net, loops over Jeff Caldwell's head. There's nothing he could do on that play.
Couldn't tell on the replay definitively if it was deflected. Sharpie, Muckett, both there, and Caldwell just not in position. Some strike for 16-year-old Griffin Yao.
That goes to show if you drive at players, hit shots, you never know what can happen. As that ball goes into the back of the net for Griffin Yao.
1-0 Loudoun United. As Yao scores in the 29th minute.
Maybe a bit unfair for 901 FC being down, but that goes to show if you don't finish your own chances, you will be punished in this league.
Yao again. Giving Sharpie fits. Ward. Played in and Caldwell there for it.
You can see how Loudoun United's confidence has grown in this game. They stuck with it, took a few shots early on, and have really come back strongly in this game.
Memphis 901 FC still searching. Collier with a long run, opening up the lungs. Pines will head it out for a Memphis corner.
Pines has been impressive so far in this first half. Rangy player, smart center back, has really been strong and really smart and technical on the ball in this first half.
First team All-American with the Maryland Terrapins last year.
You can see why.
From Najem, back post. Brown there.
The ball probably played a little bit too close inside the 6-yard box for the 6'5" or 6'6" frame of Callie Brown. That first save, after making that first save, he's really grown in confidence.
Yao chips it on.
Great ball
Murphy.
from Griffin Yao.
Kyle Murphy had too much traffic in front of him.
He wanted to cut that back onto his right foot, onto his stronger foot, but that's a great play there by the 901 FC central defender.
Now Ward from the right.
Strong tackle there by Tristan Hodge. All ball clean.
Ward shot out of a cannon off that challenge.
Yeah, that was a crunching tackle there by Tristan Hodge. Akeem Ward will feel that. You can see he goes to ground, leaps off the ground. It's not two-footed. He gets all ball.
A challenge you yourself might have made?
Yeah, you know, if sometimes you need to send a message, wake your team up, be like, hey guys, I know we're down, but a few hard tackles can really build momentum for your team.
Nice intercept by Muckett. Trying to find Najem on the through ball. Cut off midway.
You can see the energy of the 16-year-old Griffin Yao in there. After scoring that goal, he's really shown his stuff. He's continuing to buzz around, just be a pest for Wes Sharpie back there.
Dolly on the right side now, working hard against Douay. You put Yao together with Ward, who's 21, and with Pines, who's 21. That is a heck of a starting core for years to come.
Yeah, two very strong young players. Excellent to have, if you're DC United, to have them in your system. If you're Griffin Yao, if you keep playing like this, you're not going to be on Loudoun United too long.
Birch, who has been through the MLS rigors, 13 seasons in the top United States League.
As this game has gone on, you can see Loudoun United have grown in confidence. You can see 901 FC maybe become a little bit frustrated, trying to work that ball around and not coming up with any clean, clear-cut chances as the half has gone on. But they'll look to build off of that going forward.
Pulled away by Metzger. Trying to send Dolly. Put a little gas in his tank. Collier. Not going to get a call there.
Good passage of play here from Loudoun United. A couple 1-2s. As you see Griffin Yao growing in confidence, step over, running at Wes Sharpie.
Najem. Nice heel touch from Collier. Dolly.
Good hold-up play there by Rashawn Dolly.
Sharpie plays far post for Muckett. Simply nothing Collier can do against Pines.
Pines has been so strong on that back line for Loudoun United.
Murphy on the counter, trying to slide it across. And Jeff Caldwell says no.
Not a bad effort from Kyle Murphy. You're up there on an island, running at Mark Birch. Might as well have a strike at goal.
Griffin Yao's 30th minute strike. The difference thus far. Loudoun United with their first goal in franchise history. From the 16-year-old forward in his first USL start.
It's really amazing what a goal can do for your side. Beginning of this game, 901 FC was having the better chances there, having the better possession. As soon as Griffin Yao gets that goal against the run of play, Loudoun United's grown.
Najem and Muckett. Najem. Pines just walled him off.
A couple of really nice moves right in there by Adam Najem at the corner of the 18, but he ran into a wall that is Donovan Pines once again.
6'5", 200 pounds. An anchor for Loudoun United. The counter from Presley. Uh-oh. Caldwell there.
Great run there by Connor Presley. The ball played probably just a little bit too late, and 901 FC was able to catch Presley offside.
Collier. And now a flag up.
Strong line held by Loudoun United.
Birch, push it into the air.
Look at Griffin Pines. Showing a little bit of magic there with the sombrero over Wes Sharpie.
Collier, can he turn? No. Bustamante strikes. Why? .901 had the lion's share of possession early. It has slowly built back onto the shoulders of Loudoun United. Just under 5 minutes until our first 45 is through, not including stoppage time. Birch looking for Najem. Metzger. Collier can't save it.
.901 FC just trying to find different ideas in there. But that midfield four and that back four for Loudoun United are holding really strong at the end of this first half.
Throw set up for Hodge. Grandison puts it airborne. And a whistle before Collier can get going.
Wow, I'm not sure about that call in there. Dan Metzger doesn't like it either. Was able to win that ball and then play. Elliot Collier was through on goal, but the referee calls it back. You can see Kyle Murphy takes it slightly an off touch. It looks like Dan Metzger gets a lot of ball there, but the referee didn't like it.
Close but no cigar once more.
Don't think Coach Mulqueen likes it either.
Winding toward halftime. Douay for the throw on the left. Birch keeps it away from Murphy. Collier here. Pines and Ward able to bracket him.
They're still looking to find Elliott Collier with those runs in between Donovan Pines and Akeem Ward. Really tough to control if you're Elliott Collier, if you're running towards the byline there, to have to control the ball out of the air while you're at a full sprint. He'll be looking to have a better touch going forward.
Hodge knocked down. Little unkindness from Presley.
Smart play there from Tristan Hodge. He felt the pressure from behind, just dropped his body, put the ball down, continue playing if you're 901 FC.
Sharpie. Wesley Sharpie. Nothing there for Najem. Playing on.
You can see Adam Najem a little bit frustrated there with the referee. He thought there was a foul on that play. But this is much better from Najem.
Najem touches forward. Collier, no, the save for Callie Brown.
Great save by Callie Brown. You could see after he made that first save on Rashawn Dolly, he's just grown in stature as this game has gone on. Fantastic bit of play from Adam Najem, able to combine with his teammates, slip Elliott Collier through. Elliott Collier gets a great shot to that near post. Callie Brown able to make that save. Strong left hand from Callie Brown.
Now Birch with a bent one. Pushed clear. And this will be the full 45. We've reached halftime here at AutoZone Park. The Memphis 901 FC supporters still loud, but their team trails 1-0. We'll take a break. Coming up with stats and features at halftime in a moment. This is USL Soccer. Mark Birch with a quick word for official Matt Franz as they head to the locker room. A strong first half for the USL side from Memphis, but it's Griffin Yao, the 16-year-old, with the only tally thus far. Back in a moment. Back at AutoZone Park, where Memphis 901 FC trails 1-0 at halftime against visiting Loudoun United. The only goal coming from Griffin Yao. We've got highlights coming up from the first match of the season for Memphis 901 FC. Give a look and a listen, sights and sounds.
What does it take to be a champion? Skill, strength, vision, an unrelenting desire to prove your worth week in, week out. An army of fans behind you screaming your name. And sometimes just a bit of luck. For 631 games over the course of the next 9 months, 22 players will step on the field to answer the question, why will it be you and not them? And the 36 teams, from the champions of yesterday to the challengers of tomorrow, only one will be right.
To soccer fans across the United States, we want to say thank you for helping to create the most impressive, well-attended USL opening weekend in our history. With your support, we welcomed record crowds of over 91,000 fans to USL stadiums last weekend, and with over 3 million expected by the end of this season. This is a special moment, and if you're new to the USL, you're joining us at the most exciting time in league history. With more clubs and more games than ever before, the USL Championship is establishing itself as one of the premier second divisions in professional soccer around the world. In 2019 alone, we've welcomed to the USL family 7 new expansion teams in New Mexico, El Paso, Austin, Memphis, Birmingham, Hartford and Loudoun. That's 7 new communities who now have professional soccer in their own backyard, and 7 new communities where local youth can now see a direct path to fulfilling their dreams of becoming professionals themselves. We're also reaching more people than ever before, courtesy of our partnership with ESPN+. Every single USL Championship game available online, and another 8 now shown on national television. More fans than ever before now can watch USL soccer from the comfort of their own home. So thank you, soccer fans. Thank you for joining us for what will be the biggest season in USL history.
Back at AutoZone Park here at halftime, the score 1-0. Loudoun United on top of Memphis 901 FC. I'm Tyler Springs alongside JJ Greer. Great to be with you tonight. A couple of storylines from around the USL this evening. One of the things we can look at, the attendance for this week. JJ, last week Memphis came away with a great attendance figure, one of the top 5 marks in the league. Says a lot about the Memphis fandom for soccer.
Yeah, soccer's been away, I believe it's been for 39 years here in Memphis, so people were ecstatic to have it back. And unfortunately, 901 FC couldn't get the win, but overall it was a great night.
Other things that fans of 901 FC might want to know: for their players to be called up for international call-ups. Adam Najem going with the Afghanistan national team to Malaysia. Dwayne Muckett, as well as Hodge and Leston Paul, going to Trinidad and Tobago to play against Wales. Those are tough games to manage for these guys while also playing a USL schedule.
They're tough games to manage, Tyler, but these guys are pros. They'll know how to handle it. They're top-level players, and this will only give them a lot more confidence going forward.
Those games coming up on March the 20th and 23rd. And one storyline for this USL season: the defending champion Louisville City FC defeated in week 1 by North Carolina FC 4-1. They went on the road against Atlanta United 2 last night. They won that one 1-0. Says something for them bouncing back against Atlanta United. In real time, we've got a couple of scores for you this evening. Around the horn, North Carolina FC on top of Bethlehem Steel at the moment. Tampa Bay Rowdies leading Pittsburgh 1-0. That sounds familiar. And Nashville FC locked in a tight one with St. Louis FC. 2 strong squads.
Absolutely. Two strong squads, both regionally close to Memphis. 901 FC will have a close eye on all these games, especially Nashville SC and St. Louis FC.
A little more coming your way on those international call-ups. A little bit of conversation from the Memphis players who get to go play for their national sides.
To me, it's always an honor to represent my country, to play for my country. I think it's a reward for the hard work you put in as a footballer, as a soccer player, as you say. It means everything to represent the colors, the red, white, and black.
It means a lot, knowing that I've been putting in the work pre-season. I hope that, I could go to the game in Wales and perform my best and help out Memphis in the long run.
It's always a good feeling to represent the country, and it's even better because you have to get called up for every single game, so it shows that you're working and someone is recognizing the work you're putting in.
The club will honor the call-ups, and they're going to continue bringing in players of international value, and that's only going to help the club in a good direction, and it should also show the fans that there's high-quality players here in Memphis, and we're going to put on a show for them.
Great to hear Adam Najem and the others speaking about what it means for them to be called up to their national side, something they'll get to do this coming week. Stats from that first half, J.J. Greer, obviously not the tally that Memphis wanted, but overall it's felt pretty even, maybe momentum shifting a little bit toward Loudoun United.
Yeah, as that game went on, Loudoun United, they took a few punches to the mouth. Callie Brown made an excellent 1v1 save against Rashawn Dolly. I think from then on, his team really spurred on. The 16-year-old Griffin Yao able to get his first professional goal.
And in terms of violence, a lot less than last week when there were 30 total fouls whistled against the two teams combined, just 4 at halftime this week. We'll take another break and come back with more. This is USL Soccer, 901 FC trailing Loudoun United. More coming up in a moment. Almost to the start of the second half here at AutoZone Park. The home side, Memphis 901 FC, trailing Loudoun United 1-0. Highlights from the first half. Good for Memphis United, but not good enough. They had their chances, particularly early on, putting pressure on Callie Brown. But then things started to swing the way of Loudoun United, particularly when they got the ball on the feet of some of their younger players, most prominently 16-year-old Griffin Yao. Memphis one chance there, you see, with Rashawn Dolly. Really didn't have too many other moments where they had really a good look and also a good foot to the ball. Meanwhile, Yao, impressive. Able to put that one up and out of reach from Jeff Caldwell. And that's the difference tonight. Let's do it once more. JJ Greer, any thoughts coming out of the half in terms of what Memphis United might have talked about? Something you might have said if you were Tim Mulqueen?
Yeah, I think if you're Coach Tim Mulqueen, I think you tell your team to keep pushing forward. I thought it was a good first half overall. You got stunned a little bit from the 16-year-old Griffin Yao scoring. You took an unlucky deflection, looped over looped over Jeff Caldwell's head. Not too much he can do there, but I think if you're 901 FC, continue to keep pushing forward, putting shots on target. Hopefully one of them will go in.
901 getting set for the kickoff. Metzger attacking quickly. Sharpie and Maquette from the right. Collier trying to post up.
Good entry ball there from Wes Sharpie. Collier trying to do a little Maradona in there. Lost control of the ball.
Pratzner. Grandison, as they switch to the left. Hodge unable to keep it in. Akeem Ward with a throw. Proved his mettle in the first half, working on the much larger Rashawn Dolly.
Yeah, I thought Akeem Ward really held his own in there as Rashawn Dolly ran at him time after time. He made tackle after tackle as Rashawn Dolly ran after him. And overall, a strong performance from Akeem Ward in that first half.
Out for a throw. Antonio Bustamante. And now Dolly with the dispossession in midfield. Too far from Elliot Collier. Grandison unable to connect with Collier up front.
Strong tackle in there from Pines after he gave the ball away carelessly.
Here's the Loudoun counter. Douay not in such a rush.
Griffin Yao showing his hold-up play in there, along with running at players. He's a smart player. He knows the game. He can hold the ball up, combine with his teammates nicely.
Ward sends Presley ahead. Corner.
Connor Presley trying the little nutmeg on Mark Birch, 13-year MLS veteran. He's seen that 1,000 times. He says, not today. This will be an outswinger on Bustamante's right foot.
He puts the boots to it. Hodge using the head. To the center. Caldwell there to receive. Nose to nose with Murphy.
Strong defending in there from Mark Birch. I know Donovan Pines won the header, but Mark Birch is giving up a good, 4 or 5 inches on Donovan Pines, and he held his ground strong, so Donovan Pines couldn't get any power on that header.
And here in the 49th minute, the Bluff City Mafia will go quiet in support of all of the victims we're thinking of in New Zealand. Loudoun throw upcoming. '30th minute goal off the foot of Griffin Yao, the difference in this one. Najam, muck it. Oh, there will be a call.
Fantastic ball in there from Adam Najim. Held the play up, let a man run by, and then zipped the ball about 6 inches off the ground in there to Dwayne Marquette. Marquette's fouled in a very dangerous position about 5 yards outside the 18.
This may be the best chance Memphis 901 has had this evening.
Excuse me, that's probably closer to 10 yards outside the 18, but if you're Adam Najim, he's got a lot of quality on that right foot. Let's see if he tries to whip it around or over that wall into the back of the net.
Up and over.
Mark Birch elected to go for it on his left foot. He was trying to whip it over that wall. Wall held strong off the head of the Loudoun United defender.
So the left footer Birch will send this one in.
This will be an in-swinging ball.
Memphis looking for the equalizer. Presley.
Excellent diagonal in there.
And Hodge plays it away from danger.
Strong, solid defending in there from Tristan Hodge to quell that counterattack, slow it down, clears the ball out of bounds for a Loudoun United throw-in.
Pines again with the chase down. Chipped ahead toward Yao. Sniffed out by Sharpie. Now Pratzner. Grandison in the thicket, got it through. Collier dispossessed.
Solid defending from Donovan Pines once again. Absorbed that pressure from Elliott Collier, won the ball back, kept possession for his team.
Bustamante, slow to build for Loudoun United.
Much better start for the second half for Loudoun United. They've held possession nicely, put together a few good strings of passes, and have been very strong defensively.
Najem gonna lay it forward for Sharpie.
Excellent tracking from Griffin Yao right there. Chased Wesley Sharpie all the way back to the width of his own 18, was able to clear pressure for his team. Now they look to step up.
They may be young, but Griffin Yao in the front, Donovan Pines in the back. Don't look green.
I'm sure head coach Richie Williams really instilled in the 16-year-old, not only do I want you driving forward defenders, but you also have to do your duties and getting back. You have to track back if the right back is pushing forward. and he's doing a great job of that so far.
Murphy. Matched up with Pretzner. Pushes it in, no one there across.
Decent idea by Kyle Murphy there. He's trying to chip it to the back post, but nobody was home.
Loudoun with possession. Leading 1-0, looking for their first ever victory as a franchise.
Strong tackle from Donovan Pines, stopping Elliot Collier once again.
Fans, remember, Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. Tyler Springs alongside J.J. Greer here at AutoZone Park, with the Mid-South faithful still waiting on the first goal for their franchise in week 2 of their history. Connor Yao, the only strike thus far. The 16-year-old put home the first goal in Loudoun United franchise history back in the 30th minute. Memphis 901 FC trying to build here with Adam Najem. Played ahead for Metzger with a long run, but Brown able to get there first.
Loudoun United staying really solid defensively on that sequence of plays right there. If you're not on FC, you want to be patient. You want to keep working the ball around. You still have about 35 minutes to go left in this game. You don't want to start forcing balls in and losing possession.
Here's Daly. Rashawn Daly, muck it in front. Najem trying to create one more. Sharpie, no.
Looks like it took a deflection there off Pivo Due.
The deflection should give Memphis a corner.
Very good attacking play there from 901 FC. You can see Rashawn Daly driving outside of the right foot, 3 toes, playing that ball to the near post to Dwayne Marquette. Great defending there by the Loudoun United defender.
Played in and headed away.
Once again, headed away by Donovan Pines. Just been an absolute monster on that back line, clearing away every chance he can get.
Pines, part of a University of Maryland squad that won their 4th national championship this past December. With talent like that, you can see why. Out for a throw as Collier couldn't keep it.
Good pressure there from the Loudoun United midfield to force Tristan Hodge into playing that ball out of bounds.
We will get our first substitution here. Leston Paul replacing Ewan Grandison here in the 57th minute.
Yeah, I think Leston Paul will bring a little bit more dynamism into that midfield, more of an offensive player. You're down a goal. You need to get some more offensive players in there to inject a little bit of life, a little bit of pace into this game for 901 FC.
Bustamante. Presley out wide. Hodge not letting him in. So all three Trinidad nationals now on the field for Memphis 901 FC. Leston Paul, Dwayne Maquette out there with Tristan Hodge.
Hopefully the Trinidad natives, Tyler, can find some cohesion, find some harmony in there, to string some passes together, and overall just come up with a bit of magic for 901 FC.
Long strike from Loudoun, way off the mark from Douay.
Ambitious there from the left back, Peebo Douay. He puts his hand up immediately as he sees that ball fly over the crossbar. Drove forward, figured why not have a shot. We're up 1-0. Let's give it a go.
Bluff City Mafia throwing that fish back.
Yeah, you can see that shot was never going to be on target. It was rising the whole time. Ball flies into the Bluff City Mafia supporters group.
Rashawn Dolly trying to use that frame. Bucket.
Just wide there. Great strike by Dwayne Muckett. Really struck through that ball. Unfortunately, couldn't put it on target.
A whole city catches its breath right there.
Yeah, Kelly Brown was beat there, but I think with that long wingspan, he had a feeling that it was going to be pushed wide.
We talked about the Trinidadian players trying to find an edge, cohesion. Let's not forget, it wasn't that long ago that Trinidad and Tobago took down the United States in World Cup qualifying.
Tyler, I think a lot of people would like to forget that.
Right you are. A 2-1 result that most would rather wipe from the record books.
Smart play once again. Smart hold-up play by the 16-year-old Griffin Yao. Didn't have a lot of options. Stalled, held up the ball, felt the pressure from Wesley Sharpie, and then dropped his body, got the foul.
Sharpie with control as Memphis 901 FC tries to create. Just under 30 minutes remaining.
It's a really tough ball in there from Pratzner. Didn't have a lot of options. Elected to loft that ball behind Tristan Hodge. Let's see if he can get more control, and if the 901 FC backline can get more control of this game moving forward.
Tim Mulqueen, arms folded, none too pleased to this point. Each of his three forwards have really had at least one good chance for themselves. Collier, Muckett, Dolly, but no payoff.
Yeah, that 1v1 save that Kelly Brown had in the first half really set the tone from then forward for Loudoun United. They said, we're going to bend, but we're not going to break. We're going to continue pushing forward. And then Griffin Yao with that goal really changed the course of this game.
Didn't come as early as last week's goal for Tampa Bay, but it has given Loudoun United a boost. Presley on the knockaway.
If you're 901 FC, you would like to see Leston Paul push forward a little bit more. I know he wants to get on the ball, but you want him to find that ball in Loudoun United's attacking third, breaking those lines, finding those little pockets, driving forward, looking to slip Rashawn Dolly and Elliot Collier forward.
Paul and Muckett both played on Central FC in Trinidad's top league. Here's Muckett. Now Paul. Back through to Collier. and relieved of duties. Collier hounded over there by Ward and Presley.
Very strong defending by Akeem Ward. If you're Elliott Collier, you would like to see him in the box so that the 901 FC fullbacks have that large attacking presence in there to whip balls onto his head.
Now Jem whistled with the flag up. We've got our second substitution. Shinya Kodono in for Connor Presley. Kodono, the former California Golden Bear, made his debut last week against Nashville SC.
This is a smart substitution by head coach Richie Williams. Kodono is a dynamic attacking player. Connor Presley worked his socks off in there, but I think he maybe ran out of gas a little bit, and Kodono will inject a little bit more life into this Loudoun United attack.
Haven't had too many injury stoppages in this contest. Tristan Hodge is down.
See, Tristan Hodge has lost his long sleeve shirt and is elected to go gloves only. Knew his work would be cut out for him in this second half, and has really looked to push forward so far in the second.
What was your choice? Sleeves, gloves, both, neither?
When I played in Colorado, you know, we would have a few blizzard, a few snowstorms, a few hailstorms, softball-sized hail. Luckily, we weren't playing when that happened. But on those days, I definitely, you know, I wasn't trying to pretend to be a tough man. I would go long sleeves, gloves, you name it. I wanted to be warm so I could perform.
Amen. All the way back to Callie Brown. And out for a Birch throw. Temperatures around 50 degrees at kickoff this evening. Have held close throughout the match. Not as much wind as last week. Collier in the middle. Still loose. Maquette with a strike. Big rip, but off target.
Laser beam of a shot there from Dwayne Maquette. Couldn't put it on target, pushed it wide. But that's what you want to see from him. If you're Elliott Collier, you would have loved to see him take that shot. You can see him driving forward. He tried to slip the ball off into Leston Paul at the top of the 18, but he had 10 yards of space at the top of the 18. You want to see him hit that shot. You want to see your target forward confident and strike, putting his foot through those balls.
Brown will send it packing. Caldwell. Gonna wait on it. Fans, follow Memphis 901 FC and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN Plus, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN Plus and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at espnplus.com. Kyle Murphy tangled up with Mark Birch, and there will be, to the delight of the crowd, no whistle.
Yeah, to Kyle Murphy's point, there was a lot of contact on that play, but the center referee didn't see anything there, elected to play on. You can see this beautiful entry ball into Kyle Murphy's feet. Nice cut by Kyle Murphy. Mark Birch might have caught him a little bit, but our center official sees nothing there.
Not too many complaints one way or the other against Matt Franz this evening. Paul vying for it. It's Sharpie that comes away with it.
The center back pairing of Donovan Pines and Harry Hawkins has been very impressive to me so far. They've had a really good partnership Two hulking figures in the back, but still technical, still clean on the ball, calm, leading their team from the back line.
Najim not able to work anything through. We have not said Hawkins' name quite as much as Pines, but he is a steadying veteran force back there, having played last year for Penn FC.
You see Dan Metzger in there working his socks off, trying to inspire his team to bring some life into this game. Maybe a little too aggressive on that play as he fouls Bustamante, but that's what you want to see if you're 901 FC. You want to see somebody fighting. You want to see somebody continue to drive their team forward to get that first goal in 901 FC history.
Tim Mulqueen not afraid to raise his voice in training, but not much you can do once it's live and in play. Rely on veterans like a Metzger or a Birch, guys who have been through the ringer.
You see head coach Tim Mulqueen telling his back line to stay mentally sharp, stay focused. You don't want Loudoun United to catch you on the counterattack.
Bustamante will line up for the kick. Going back post, the header from Murphy, well off.
Strong header there from Kyle Murphy. Couldn't put it on target, but that's what you want to see from your target forward for Loudoun United.
Just under 20 minutes remaining as Memphis 901 FC still searching for their first goal in franchise history.
Lovely touch there from Griffin Yao.
And through, a good challenge by Caldwell, and he's able to wrestle it in.
Strong hands there from Jeff Caldwell, keeping his team in the game. Going back to that play earlier, Griffin Yao has really impressed me so far, Tyler. Quick touches, great little touch to pop it over Wesley Sharpie and drive at the 901 FC back line.
Yao part of that brief Loudoun attack. Jeff Caldwell made what Tim Mulqueen described as 2 world-class saves in the opening match against Tampa Bay. Maybe that wasn't one there, but laid his body on the line.
Strong save there from Jeff Caldwell. His name hasn't been called much, but when it has, he's come up big.
16-year-old Yao, the only one so far. Sneak one by. Marquette, maybe not quite the touch he wanted there. Leston Paul, the only sub on for Memphis thus far, as the 901 cheer starts up around AutoZone Park. Here's Ward. A short one for Bustamante.
Calm defending in there from Mark Birch, electing to keep the ball instead of clearing it.
And a late whistle there on Dan Metzger.
Smart play in there from Bustamante in the middle of the field. Felt the pressure from Dan Metzger. Dropped his body. Strong challenge in there from Metzger. He wants that Loudoun United midfield to know that he's still there. He's working hard, trying to spur his team on.
Nobody would accuse Dan Metzger of disappearing.
Absolutely not.
Here he is, feeding Muckett. Sharpie, gonna swing it in, gets the deflection, corner coming.
Strong defending there from left back Peebo Due. Wouldn't allow that Wesley Sharpie cross to enter the box. Excuse me, Wes Sharpie.
And this becomes another big moment. Birch will bend it. And the header played away twice.
Fantastic in-swinging ball by Mark Birch, but guess who wins it again? Donovan Pines, hulking center back, once again clearing the danger for Loudoun United.
Najem back post, puts it down in front. Notion for a moment, but only a fleeting one.
Pines is such a presence back there. He's forcing 901 FC to play different balls in there. Najem electing to loft that ball to the back post, trying to find Pratzner's head, but Loudoun United clears the danger.
What else can they try?
If you're 901 FC, I'd like for you to get Lesson Paul on the ball more, get Adam Najem on the ball more, finding those little pockets in Loudoun United's final third to slip Rashawn Dolly in, slip Dwayne Muckhead in, and put shots on target overall. You're not hitting the target enough if you're 901 FC.
And a rough challenge outside the box.
Very strong challenge in there from Elliot Collier. He's lucky to not get a yellow on there.
There is the work of Donovan Pines. A portfolio that continues to grow minute by minute. Cadono the man down. And we're going to get a card here on Elliot Collier.
I think that's a good decision from Matt Franz. Very strong late challenge from Elliot Collier to catch Cadono. Swung through him, trying to stop that counterattack. Professional foul. Yellow card well deserved.
Who's up? Who's down? Where does your club sit? Find out every Monday in the official USL Championship Power Rankings, only on USLChampionship.com. Dolly trying to break free. Rashawn Dolly. A brutal race, and he succumbs to the defense. Here's the counter with a flag up.
Strong run from Rashawn Dolly, driving forward at that Loudoun United back line. Donovan Pines and Perry Hawkins did well to stop that attack. If you're Rashawn Dolly, you're on an island up there. You'd like to see some of your teammates joining you so you can have some options to pass to.
And Tim Mulqueen is going to ask the trainer to look at Tristan Hodge. Junior Sandoval going to check in and take off Todd Pratzner.
Tyler, I believe Tristan Hodge has come off, and Abdi
Muhammad.
Yeah, Abdi Muhammad has replaced Tristan Hodge. Looked like Tristan Hodge had an ankle injury in there and couldn't continue forward.
So it is Muhammad in there. Former Akron Zip. Played with Morgan Hackworth, who we have not seen this evening just yet. Collier just bruising his way through. Collier, yes!
Collier. What a run from Elliot Collier.
Elliot Collier, goal one in 901 history.
Drove across the entire 18-yard box onto the right-hand side of the goal, cut back onto his left foot, strong left-footed finish. Might have gone through Kelly Brown's legs. First goal in 901 FC history.
You see Elliot Collier here, strong run. Little scissor there, puts it onto his left foot. Callie Brown could not deal with it, into the back of the net.
Elliot Collier igniting a roar here at 3rd and Union. What an individual effort for Collier.
Individual effort is right. He darted across the entire face of the 18-yard box, cut back, scored the goal, really inspiring his team to go win this game in the last 10 minutes.
Anybody's contest. Griffin Yao in the 30th minute for Loudoun United, and now Elliot Collier. Here's Yao back on the ball, has it blocked. Birch in the right place at the right time. Leston Paul on the counter. Way forward for Collier. And Ward right there for the cleanup.
Fantastic ball in there from Leston Paul. Elliot Collier almost took that down. Would have been spectacular. Good defensive play by Akeem Ward.
Almost for Paul. Pulled the trigger but didn't square it up.
901 FC needs to keep driving forward, continue to put shots on target, test Callie Brown. As you saw there, Elliot Collier put that last shot on target and Callie Brown couldn't deal with it.
A little less than 10 minutes remain, not counting stoppage time in regulation. Memphis 901 FC and Loudoun United each vying for their first franchise victory.
Fantastic passage of play from 901 FC. Dwayne Marquette to break that pressure. Abdi Mohammed drove forward. Loudoun United called for the professional foul.
Collier again. Can he break the tie? Merely trying to keep his footing. Najem made it dangerous for a moment.
Strong run of play from Elliot Collier there. Donovan Pines recovered nicely. There was a lot of contact on that play. I think if Elliot Collier might have dropped his body earlier on when he felt that initial tug, he would have made referee Matt France make a difficult decision.
Push toward Collier. But the man who's always there, Donovan Pines, winning the aerial.
Mark Birch continuing to be a calming presence for 901 FC's back line.
And there's the Pines-Hawkins combination we've seen all night. Through ball, a bit too far ahead of Murphy.
Crowd really starting to get back in this game for 901 FC. Trying to spur the home team on to its first victory in club history.
Sandoval not quite on it.
Smart defending there from Pivo Due to head it back to his goalkeeper, Callie Brown. Allows him to pick the ball up, slowed this game back down.
Griffin Yao on the counter. To the middle. Pulled away by Birch in the nick of time.
Great run from Griffin Yao to hold off Wes Sharpie.
Najem was working to get Sandoval clear. Never came to fruition. Subs on coming for Loudoun United. Colin Verfurth in to defend. Alexandre Savaria. Yao talking with referee Matt Franz about someone tugging on his shirt.
Looks like Loudoun United's going more defensive here. They're going to settle for the point. They're going to try to hold this game to 1-1 while 901 FC pushes forward to win the game.
Just under 6 minutes to go in regulation.
Looks like Loudoun United's going with 3 center backs in there. Verfurth, Pines, and Hawkins.
Sandoval, a foot race. Driven clear.
Tricky ball in there from Dan Metzger to put pressure on Hawkins. Hawkins does well to clear that ball out of bounds.
Mohamed to Paul. Paul to Sharpie. Maquette back to Metzger.
This is what you love to see if you're a 901 FC fan. All 10 players in the attacking half pushing forward to go win this game for the home team.
Sharpie tracking back. Muckett. Out wide for Najem. Dolly. Over the bar.
Great idea from Adam Najem to cut that ball back. Dolly trying to just get his foot on it. There's a lot of pace played on that ball from Najem. All he needed to do was get his foot on it, put that ball on target, but unfortunately he couldn't do that.
Fans get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Memphis 901 FC and then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Plus get reminders on Memphis 901 FC's next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for Memphis 901 FC. A booking shown to Loudoun United. Gives Mark Birch a touch.
Referee Matt Franz didn't like something he saw there. I think Kyle Murphy might have had his elbows up high. Dangerous play, elbows to Dan Metzger's head. Kyle Murphy will be looking to move forward from that play.
And an obvious handball.
Excellent driven ball from Junior Sandoval there. He's looked lively since coming into this game.
Mohamed. The knock away from Ward. Gives 901 a throw. Junior Sandoval out of Kimistan, Honduras. Uh-oh, what have we here?
Just a little bit of contact from Elliot Collier in there. He's a big guy. Loudoun United will be doing whatever they can to try to keep him from getting his foot on the ball inside the 18. They've seen what he can do, the magic he can create.
There he is. Couldn't quite get the call.
Excellent touch in there from Dwayne Maquette.
And it's Brown to come out to rescue the ball in the air.
Callie Brown was really aware, really quick to come off his line to snag that ball out of the air. Good battle in there from Kyle Murphy and Mark Birch.
Douay to the back post. Mohamed was there, and now Mohamed want to come out of his shoe.
Great ball in there from left back Peebo Douay. Really smart play from from other 901 FC left back, Abdi Muhammad, to let that ball run across, run out of bounds.
Here's Maquette's last try. A ricochet favoring Brown. Both these teams have had solid chances to add to their tallies. Najem. Flag goes up. Would have needed a scuba tank to finish that run.
Abdi Najem, he's a very fit player, great endurance. You've seen him running like this all game, from minute 1 into minute 90 now. He's hungry. He wants his team to score and get that first victory in 901 FC history.
I would have needed a scuba tank to make that run.
Yeah, you and me both.
Najem, he's there. Paul.
Great defending in there from Akeem Ward. Now looking to push forward. Tell you what, Tyler, that was a fantastic passage of play from Akeem Ward to steal that ball and then drive forward. Allows Cardona to get on the ball, draw the foul, waste a little bit of time, and now Loudoun United's going to have a dangerous free kick.
Bustamante on it. Mesker got in there, knocking him off balance. Bent to the left. Caldwell able to keep it safely in his grasp. Stoppage time, 3 minutes. Glory's last shot breaks out of Caldwell's hand onto Sharpie's foot.
Smart play from Peebo Doué. Felt the contact, dropped his body. Bit of gamesmanship here from Loudoun United FC. They'll be looking to waste all the time they can to get out of here with a point.
Not the time to turn over possession. Doué with a cross. Headed way by Muhammad.
Fantastic header away from Muhammad. Back into the middle of the 18, which can be a little bit dangerous, but fortunately for 901 FC, didn't cause any harm.
Maquette on the intercept.
Great work rate in there from Dan Metzger to force the bad pass from Loudoun United. Unfortunately, Dwayne Maquette placed that ball a little bit long. Should have known. Dan Metzger just made a 50-yard sprint, running around like a crazy man, trying to get his team a goal.
On the Loudoun counter, they go to Doué once again. Into the middle. Cadono couldn't turn.
901 FC very fortunate that Loudoun United couldn't get a shot off right there. They're in great position to shoot and score.
Now Ward. Akeem Ward trying to ruin the night. Not on Sharpie's watch.
Akeem Ward's energy level has been extremely impressive here in the dying embers of the game. Still driving forward, getting into the 18, playing balls across while still being defensively solid.
And Mark Birch voicing his disagreement with Murphy staying down, killing clock.
Yeah, Captain Mark Birch, he doesn't want any of that. He wants his team to have every second, millisecond, whatever you want to call it, chance to win this game.
Richie Williams, head coach for Loudoun United, just as soon pack up here with a draw. Rashawn Daly has never quite been able to shake Donovan Pines tonight.
Once again, Kyle Murphy trying the nutmeg on Mark Birch. Mark Birch has seen that a million times. He's having none of that tonight. Strong header in there from Wes Sharpie.
Elliot Collier.
901 FC being a little bit impatient in here in the last few minutes of the game. Winning possession, and there you have it. There's the whistle.
We've reached full time here in Memphis. A draw, but goals on both sides for Memphis 901 FC and Loudoun United here at AutoZone Park. A fun one for sure. Griffin Yao in the 30th minute. Elliot Collier in the 79th with the answer. And ultimately, both sides claim the point.
Yeah, if you're head coach Richie Williams, you got to be extremely pleased with your young Loudoun United squad. Came into a hostile environment, was able to earn the point, get on the board for us.
We'll come back in a moment with a wrap-up. Memphis 901 and Loudoun United drawing tonight at AutoZone Park. The goals from Elliot Collier as well as the youngster, Griffin Yao. Good on both sides for Memphis and Loudoun. Back in a moment. The final here at AutoZone Park. Memphis 901 FC draws with Loudoun United. Each side scoring the first goal in their franchise's short history. Elliot Collier from Memphis making it cool for the Bluff City Mafia here in attendance. Final stats on this one as both sides come away with a point. Memphis out shooting Loudoun United 13-8. But the possession count, 60-40, also in Memphis' favor, kind of swung their way in the second half, J.J. Greer.
Yeah, for the second straight week, Memphis 901 FC has dominated possession. Unfortunate not to get these 3 points tonight, Tyler. I thought they had a lot of chances. I thought they had a lot of clear-cut chances. But Loudoun United came into this hostile environment and really put in a good performance.
Great to see on both sides. Richie Williams, Tim Mulqueen, both with positive takeaways for this match as they head into next week. Bluff City Mafia came, saw, got themselves a draw. Not fun to see Griffin Yao take the early lead. But in return, Elliot Collier, the run of the night individually, and Memphis 901 FC and Loudoun draw. Thanks so much for tuning in. This has been USL Championship Soccer.